Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in the game of Demise, Rise of the Kutan. We're gonna be doing another little lore readout this time, and yeah. we're gonna have our friend Sticky Fingers helping us with it again. So let's go on in and see what we're looking at. So last time we'd made it through the swords. So is it maces next? No, staves. Alright. We could probably do staves. We could probably do the maces as well. They mix them up. Our axes and maces the same group. Let me just see. Nope, maces are their own thing. Okay, then we'll go through the maces. They're not really that many as well. So we'll do stabs and maces. And when we look at monsters, it goes from demons probably to devils. Yes. Alright. And without further ado, we shall be going through the devils and the other two as well. So we start off with the base gargoyle. A small stone-skinned creature. It is very dangerous to novice adventurers due to its quick speed. They are a little speedy, aren't they? Yakias. One of the minor devils in the depths, this creature has slain its fair share of wandering adventurers with its deadly claws. An all-out attack will work best at dropping this foul beast before it drops you. The main thing with devils is that they tend to be faster, but less sturdy than their demon counterparts. So they're more likely to get the jump on you. They also tend to delve into electricity as you get farther along, which can be a problem in the mid-levels. Veyasu, a small devil with poisonous claws. The Veyasu looks for weakened creatures to kill for pleasure. Same. Nanshuma, powerful fighters. Nanshuma like ripping humans asunder with their bear claws. Also same. Oh, gargoyle. These are the first of the ones that can electrocute you. Larger than the more common margoyle, gargoyles are deceptively fast for a creature that seems to be made of stone. Screaming devil. Screaming devils are considered dangerous only to the unwary adventuring alone. That'll be us. We're so unwary. Dervish. Prone to taking chances, dervish are known for using their lack of stature to actually dodge between the legs of human-sized opponents and attack from unexpected quarters. How devilish. Black Dervish. Black Dervish has a sizable attack, but a weak defense. It has some resistances, but nothing considerable. Melee combat is probably the best route to take against this foe. Kinasu. We cannot talk about this one because we haven't identified the ones from this point forward, so we're gonna save the ones from that point onwards, and we'll come back to it. So as for stabs, we start with the simple pine staff. A smooth length of pine, this makes a simple and convenient weapon. Then we got the oak staff. Made of sturdy oak, these staves are capable of laying a harder welt on an enemy than a pine staff. Then we have the cursed Gurdu staff. You get a lot of quests for these. A sturdy staff, carved from stout oak and sanded to a fine glass. It has such a dark finish that it is easy to overlook the char marks at either end that are the only visible sign of the maleficent spell laid upon it. This cursed weapon decreases the ability of its unfortunate wielder to hit any creature, and even when a hit does land, little to no damage occurs. Staff of Alton. These superbly balanced lengths of oak are better capable of hitting a foe than a lesser staff and do more damage on a successful strike. In addition, the better balance permits 2 blows per round. Their maker, a hedge magician named Alton, adds an enchantment to each one, making it more effective against warriors out of spite for all the bullying he has endured. Of course. Iron Shod Staff, reinforced with iron. This staff can be used to parry some blows without reducing itself to kindling. That's usually a good thing. The Apprentice's Staff. Exasperated with the constant flow of apprentices into the healing and resuscitation halls, Assistant Guildmaster Hilared crafted this staff to give to fledgling warlocks an edge in survival. Although it doesn't inflict quite as much damage per hit as some other staves at this level, it provides significantly more protection. Even more importantly, it refreshes mana so that its bearer is less likely to be caught short of spell power in a pinch. To help out when a warlock is still low on mana, this staff can also cast the spell killing power a few times. So yeah, this is one of the first ones that actually restore your MP spells when you put it on. You can't really see it here. You'd have to look at it, but we could go look at that. That one is actually notable. This rare form of Iron Shod Staff is capable of delivering a nasty shock to anyone hit by it. Like the common Iron Shod Staff, this staff permits 2 swings per round. Staff of Striking. This well-balanced steel shod staff is capable of striking twice per round and can be used to parry some blows. Midnight Shod Staff, made from midnight shod ironwood. These exceptional staves are capable of striking 3 times per round and can cause a fair bit of injury. They are also fairly effective at parrying weapons. And then you have the Staff of Flaming Death. A well-made staff is not only capable of 4 attacks per round, but also imparts substantial burn damage to most monsters it hits. In addition, the staff has been enchanted to carry the spell Sphere of Flames, which can be cast on monster groups with a devastating effect. This isn't a spell you could in the base game cast, so if you can learn to cast it, we haven't gotten that far yet. Staff of Chaos. Cursed. We've seen an awful lot of these. The Staff of Chaos may sound impressive at first. The advantages it seems to provide are resoundingly offset by its debilitating liabilities. It offers a good attack bonus capability and 4 swings per round, with a bonus to Strength, Constitution, and Dexterity. However, the price of these boons is a severe loss to the user's defense, as well as their intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. While steadily restoring spell points at the expense of the bearer's health, the staff itself is cursed, requiring the use of the store's overpriced services to remove it. So much like the Amulet of Deceit, it does restore your spells, but it says right there, actually, we can look at it. So you modify spells at the top. Let's see what the Apprentice staff had. Yeah, it also restores 10, so it's 10 for free, though. Like, it doesn't cost us the damaging effect that the Amulet of Deceit has, so it's just free. It just takes up your weapon slot, though, so it's up to you if you want to deal with that, because it only offers 1 swing, so it has a bit of a downside to it. So back to the Staff of Hilarno. A rarely found enchanted form of the Midnight Staff. The Staff of Hilarno is more effective in combat, and its exceptional balance allows 4 swings during each round of combat. And you have the Runic Staff, which we've also seen a lot of. Inlaid in alternate bands of firestone and amber. This powerful Mythenite reinforced oak staff is capable of hitting often. Its inlays light up on a successful hit to inflict additional lightning damage. Intricate runic patterns carved along its length significantly enhance the bearer's intelligence, wisdom, and dexterity, and refresh mana stores. So this is another one that restores spells. It brings back 20 every time it ticks. And we got the Zerolith staff, which you've seen a few of. Zerolith Stiafok, the famous explorer, devised his extraordinary staff for himself and his fellow warlocks. Made of a single piece of ironwood, sheathed with an alloy of mythenite and steel. Its frequent successful hits cause a great deal of damage. Runic tracings, embossed in the metallic sheath, give a huge boost to intelligence, wisdom, and dexterity, and quickly replenish mana stores. The staff can also cast Word of Death at a level high enough to obliterate most opponents. Yup. This one does the same thing, but with 30. So Warlock gets quite a few options if they level up high enough. This is another cursed staff. The Lich's Bone Stave. The only apparent drawback to this stave is the drastic reduction of the bearer's popularity. But then, a Lich's skull fastened to the top of its two bonded thigh bones is not exactly welcoming. It is awkward, but provides many benefits to a skilled mage. It reveals the existence of invisible creatures and has good attack, defense, and damage abilities. The most prized features of this stave are strong boosts to the wielder's intelligence, wisdom, and dexterity, as well as the excellent protection against mind, magic, paralysis, and draining attacks. And now the final of the staves. Sometimes known as the Petrifier, this terrible weapon is only usable by very high-level magicians. A thin rod of pure mythenite. This light weapon causes quite a lot of damage at considerable distance and can strike 5 times every round, with a great boost to a magic user's ability to strike. Its indestructible nature makes it excellent as a parrying weapon. However, its most terrifying ability is that of turning a struck victim into a statue. So yeah, this one can turn enemies to stone, but I've never actually reached a magic user level where I'd want to use it in this version of the game. There were better alternatives in other versions of the game that I played. So now we'll do the maces. It's a pretty small group all in all. Starting with the bronze mace. Basically a club with a ball of bronze at the end. This is a very basic weapon. Then we have the torch. Only the most desperate would actually use this as a simple weapon. However, the torch is capable of casting a few minor brightness spells and is disliked by insects, slimes, and small animals. Then we have the Cursed Mace of Cordul. An attractive-looking iron mace. This weapon is cursed to fail in combat. If a blow does manage to connect, it does little, if any, damage. It's made of foam. The Iron Mace. A stout wooden shaft with an iron ball on the end. This mace is no more likely to hit a foe than the more primitive bronze mace, but its heavier weight causes more damage, has a higher damage multiplier. Steel Mace. A heavy ball of steel tops this well-made weapon. It is better balanced than lesser maces, so it has a better chance of hitting and causes more damage when it does it. When its superior balance permits 2 swings per round. And if you look at the picture, would you rather get hit by this one than this one? I don't know. With its ironwood hand, so we got the adamantite mace. This actually looks less dangerous to me than the steel mace, by the way. With its ironwood handle and a lead-filled adamantite ball, this heavy but balanced weapon is capable of causing much damage when it hits. It could be swung twice every round. We have the Mythenite Mace, made of ironwood and a magically enhanced Mythenite ball. This weapon is highly maneuverable, but has a chance so that when it's swung, it becomes heavier than normal until a blow is hit. It occasionally critical hits. This superb balance allows 3 strikes per round. And we have the Massive Mace. An aptly named weapon, like the Mythenite Mace, the Massive Mace has a shaft constructed of ironwood, but the magically enhanced ball of Mythenite is twice the size of its younger brother, thus rendering it capable of dealing out more punishment in the same 3 rounds of attack. We have one of the ones that we enjoyed using, the Mace of Dispelling. A Mythenite Mace with additional enchantments. This mace is best known for the additional punishment it causes on demons and devils. Slightly better balanced than a normal Mythenite Mace, it can be swung 4 times per round, yet still critically hits on occasion. Then we have the Crusher. So huge and heavy that it takes 2 hands to wield. This mace can only be swung thrice per attack round, but with the high likelihood of hitting the target and the unbelievable damage it inflicts with each successful blow, 3 hits are more than enough to do the job. We have Aryan Smasher, which is a new weapon that I wish had a background because that's kind of bright. Aryan the Wanderer preferred maces above any other weapon. He was fond of saying, "It's easy to slice necks with a sword. I love the challenge of trying to knock off a head with one well-placed swing." This mace was named in his honor precisely because it lends itself to that task. Strong attack and damage capabilities are augmented with spells to enhance the wielder's strength and stamina, increasing the likelihood of a critical hit or even a sever. Aryan would also have loved the double damage this weapon inflicts on the giants he despised. So this is an explorer-only weapon, so that's its thing. We have the Wanderer's Cudgel. This is actually a pretty good back party one. This one basically gives you good resistances, but it also lets you regenerate spells and hit points, and give you a couple of other defensive buffs. But as a front runner weapon, it's kind of not my favorite. Anyone with a modicum of skill and at least 2 hands can wield this heavy, blocky club originally commissioned by a veteran explorer. Oh right, the other thing that's good about this is it's not class restricted. So if you have a class that can use it at all your classes can use it. So it's an alternative to the daggers, which makes it useful. Anyone with a modicum of skill and at least 2 hands can wield this heavy, blocky club originally commissioned by a veteran explorer. It offers a little bit of everything a dungeon dweller needs. It has good attack and damage capabilities, protection against physical attacks, and even a little bit of resistance against all non-physical attacks. Spells in the handle provide extra protection, causes the user to levitate, make him invisible, and even slowly refresh mana stores. To help out other adventurers, this club can also be used to cast Retrieve Soul a few times. It's a pretty good mace, all in all. Here's another one of the new weapons. The Ruined Mace. This mace has strong attack capability and can do a lot of base damage when it hits. What makes it so prized and feared, apart from its action at a distance, is the high likelihood of stoning its target with each successful hit. It is also thought to affect spells aimed at its bearer. True or not, it does protect against almost all stoning attacks. As well, it helps identify whether or not an adjacent dungeon area is part of the wall structure. So I did learn that what Spell Strike does, which is what this was talking about, it lets you attack as if you were casting a spell. So essentially spells can hit an enemy from far away. This can hit an enemy from far away too. It doesn't give you any bonuses, like being close or far. It just lets you do it. I don't know exactly how far away or if it's the whole room. but it does let you do that from what I understand. But yeah, this has been our reading with our lovely friend Sticky Fingers. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you all next time. Bye bye, y'all.